Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video I want to look at my team, seeing how well they performed in Game Week 19, then we move ahead to Game Week 20, which is a double game week. So if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like in the video as it helps my channel out a lot. So here we go. So for Game Week 19 I got 53 points, above the average of 43, and I made 2 free transfers. So the transfers I made is I removed James for Luke Shaw, which paid off really well because Luke Shaw got 15 points, scored a goal, lovely goal, a clean sheet from him, and maximum 3 bonus points. I had to remove Martial even though I won him this week, but I needed to get Mitrovic for his double. As you can see, Martial only played around 68 minutes anyway, got 2 points. Needed Mitrovic just because of the ownership, and I really wanted him anyway for his double. Knew that if he gets the yellow card he will miss against Chelsea. That's what's happened. But yeah, 5 points is better than nothing, right? And he's got more points than Haaland in that game week, so happy days. My overall rank and stuff like that, I'm just hovering around this 100k 200k mark. I hope that I'll be able to push onwards and get to to the 100k mark. That's my goal. I want to try and get in there as soon as possible, so hopefully that can happen. Just need a very good game week to get that sorted. So let's have a look at the team now. As you can see, I've got Kepa and Andreas yet to play. Mitrovic won't because he's going to be missing the Chelsea game because of that yellow card against Leicester City. So yeah, Kepa in goal. As you can see, 2 against Manchester City. Could have saved, could have done something better there instead of just sitting there letting the ball go across him. But yeah, conceded against Manchester City, but still got another fixture against Fulham, so hopefully we'll get a return. Shaw with 15 points here. Scored a goal and kept the clean sheet. 3 maximum bonus points. Cancelo is a big problem here, and it's because of his price tag really. I think if it was around 5 million maybe I wouldn't be too fussed too much, but being around 7.2, that could definitely help me out to upgrade another player that I want to upgrade in my team. Trippier with 8, keeping a clean sheet against Arsenal. Wasn't expecting it, and he did. Happy days. Martinelli with 3 points there. Again, tough fixture for Arsenal. Salah with only 2, but Brentford completely destroying them. Salah really didn't do that much anyway, and I'm a bit disappointed that he didn't get any kind of return or did anything really. Andreas with only 1. Hopefully he will play against Chelsea and get some kind of return because he can still help me out with the overall ranks. But as you can see, Rashford has just been fantastic. He's been on an amazing form, and bringing him around here was a fantastic move from me. And I kind of looked at the, Manchester United's fixtures, and I thought, oh, green fixtures, good run there. They should be able to score a lot of goals there, which will give the players form, and that's what's happened. Yeah, really happy to get Rashford. Haaland with 2. Mitrovic with 5, but he did get that yellow card. If he didn't get that yellow card, then we would have been in a better position. I would have been around just close to that 100k mark, but yeah, can't really do much with that. And Darwin with 1. So I've got a couple of issues on the bench. Trossard is a little bit injured. Patterson, I think, is going to be out for a long term. So I do need some backup, right? I do need to fix up a few problems before I can make some luxury moves. So let's have a look at the team moving forward. So as you can see, this is my team setup for the double game week 20. I've got a few problems that I need to fix, and I think with 1 or 2 changes, I'll be quite happy with the team moving forward. However, we might get more double game week announcements, and that will probably change my transfer thoughts because I do want to get a decent amount of doubles in each kind of game week if that happens. So for this game week, I'm pretty much set. I just need 1 or 2 more double game week players, and I'm happy with the overall team. Let's go through it. So Kepa in goal against Crystal Palace. That's fine. I'm happy to keep him. He's cheap enough as well. I do have Ward on the bench to help me out just in case. Luke Shaw, perfect. I don't really want another Manchester United defender. I'm happy with Luke Shaw. His percentage, you know, even though if he goes high to like 20, if he returns, he's still going to help me out with the overall rank. So I'm happy with that. Cancelo is a problem because he's 7.2. And I think I need to really look at removing him and bringing in another maybe Manchester City defender, or just getting like maybe an Arsenal or another double game week player that could help me out for future game weeks. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to look at fixing the team up for the long term as well. So here's an issue. Trippier, fantastic fixture against Fulham. Happy days there. And I'm happy to keep him for long term as well. Great fixtures, couple of home games there. Really good. Martinelli, you know, great player, right? I can't really say too much, really. Hopefully he'll get a return. He's quite highly owned. Don't really care, really. And right now, it kind of hurts when Saka or Odegaard does well. So I might need to invest in an Arsenal player. And I might do that with the transfers I'm going to show in a second. Salah, I could remove him for Kevin De Bruyne. But if Liverpool gets a double like in the next game week or something, I don't really want to make that move, because that means that I would want Salah back into the team. And there might be other issues in my team that I might need to sort out as well. So there's going to be a lot of -4s, -8s in the next coming game weeks. But I think it might be worth it. Trossard, I've got to get rid. Did not pay off. Even though if Brighton gets a double or triple or whatever it's going to be, I think there are better Brighton midfielders that could help me out. Rashford, fantastic. Main player that is probably going to be over 100% ownership. Not ownership, EO. So I might not even get that much points from him, but we'll just have to see. Haaland is going to be my captain. I think he is a player that if he does well, then he's definitely going to destroy my overall rank. I think the other player that will hurt my rank is Kane and Kevin De Bruyne. So those three players are dangerous. And for this game week, I might actually play my triple captain chip. I'm just thinking ahead, right? And I'm thinking to myself, Champions League is going to come through. There's going to be other cup games that they have to deal with. There's going to be blanks and something. And, you know, he might be injured at that time as well. Or maybe Kevin De Bruyne might be injured. There might be other issues that we have to deal with. For now, I'm thinking definitely he's going to play both of these games. You know, he's going to be proper up for it. And, you know, if he gets a return or two, happy days, right? I'm happy. I know a lot of people are looking at other double game weeks that you could captain him. Well, it's just really up to you, really, and what you think is the best time. For me, I'm going to do it now for this game week, because I know that it's fit and ready for these two massive games. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I cannot see this game to be quite like a close call or like a 1-0. I can see them, both teams like Manchester United and Manchester City, scoring a lot of goals. They are, especially Manchester United is on form. Maybe not defensively, even though they kept a couple of clean sheets, but I don't think it's that strong. And that goes same for Manchester City as well. Their defense is not that great right now. They're just kind of all over the place. So I am definitely thinking to triple captain Haaland for game week 20. So if you look at the front three, yep, got Haaland there. Mitrovic, difficult fixture, but you just never know, right? He is on penalties. However, there is a chance for me to actually remove him for Martial, because Martial's got double. But I'm thinking to myself, is that what I really want to do? Do I want Martial for the long term? I don't think so. But then if Manchester United gets another double, maybe I want Martial. So there's that kind of a situation there as well. And Darwin, problem, but he should be getting some goals. I'm going to keep him just because I'm waiting for his goal return before I remove him. So those are my players for game week 20. Let's have a quick look at my transfers. So I've got one free transfer and I've got 0.3 in the bank. Let's just have a quick look at this, because I do need to fix up the team because it's a little bit damaged. So Cancelo. As an example, let's just say that I bring in, let's just say I bring in Ake or Akanji. Anyone. Let's just pick one, right? I have 2.5 million in the bank. So if I remove Trossard, that will be 9.3. If I remove Mitrovic, that will be 9.6. Let me just see if I can actually get Harry Kane. 4.8. 4.8 is not going to... I can get Harry Kane, but 4.8 is not going to help the overall balance of my team. I don't really want to play Andreas for my fourth midfielder. I could, but I don't personally enjoy it as, like, when I look at it, I'm like, I'm not liking it as much. So 9.3, I could, you know, bring in. Actually, let me look at Son. How much is he? 11.6. Okay, that's not what I want to do. I'm thinking something like Mahrez. Something like this is what I'm thinking. It's a -4. I still got 1.8 in the bank. That will help me out to maybe remove Andreas in the future. Maybe bring in a like a Brighton midfielder or something if they get a double. I could kind of like look into bringing like more Arsenal players. This is what I'm thinking to do. There is another option, is keep Cancelo, but as you can see is 0.4. I need to kind of like fix that up. Remove Mitrovic and go and get Martial, which has a double. And you know, if Manchester United gets another double in game week 22 or something, you know, I'm kind of set for that as well. The only thing is I don't have Kevin De Bruyne and Kane. And I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking to myself, you know, if I removed Salah as an example, right? If I brought in Kevin De Bruyne, okay? Brought in Kevin De Bruyne like this, straight swap. I think it would be straight swap. Let's just do this, right? Straight swap. I've got 0.6. Straight swap. I'm losing Salah, and let's just say he gets a double in game week 21 as an example. Like, I might want him back and I might captain him for this game week. So that's the issue as well, you know. And you know, I might want him back into my team because he probably will do well. So those are the things that I'm thinking about. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Like, if I do remove Salah and I kind of invest, right, and I fix up the team a little bit. Let's just say I remove Trossard. I've got the option here. I can bring in Odegaard, right? I can do something like this and start planning. And then you might think, oh, what are you going to do with Cancelo? Well, let's just say Liverpool gets a double in game week 2021. Maybe I might go for Trent as an example. As an example. I'm not saying they're going to keep clean sheets, but I do want some kind of double game week players. So that's what I'm thinking. And you know, I'll have 2 Arsenal players because they got a double in game week 23. That will help me out to kind of prepare for that. And then maybe I can get one of the defenders with the money left over. So these are the things that I'm thinking to do. But with Kevin De Bruyne, I feel like I need to keep Salah in some kind of reason. I need to keep Salah. And I think the best option for me is fix the problems that I have, right? I know Cancelo is a problem, and I could remove him as well, but I could remove him later on because I do have, the back line. I do have one other player, like a Brighton defender, to help me out. But I'm not sure. You guys, let me know what you think. I think -4 is pretty much what I'm gonna go with. I could do something like this: remove Cancelo. Go for like an Arsenal defender and start kind of like planning for their double game week players. Like, I could go and get Gabriel as an example. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. I think whatever I do is kind of upgrading my team anyway, because you know, Cancelo and Trossard, they are issues. I don't need to really remove Mitrovic. I probably might want him back in the future as well, but we will see. But yeah, it is quite difficult. There are going to be lots of hits, but I think for me, a -4 would do, because if I do get another Manchester City defender, they're not that highly owned that it's going to hurt my rank. The only players, like I mentioned, is Kane and Kevin De Bruyne, really. I guess most Arsenal players could hurt that as well, but I'm just kind of negating that as well. So anyways, we'll see what happens. We still need to wait. There's going to be lots of press conference, and hopefully we'll get some announcements as well. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.